Bonjour, hello, welcome to MaxMountainWorld. I just took the Saxo out for a wee spin, not started it up for a couple of weeks. I've made a major decision with that. I'll come back to the car situation, that and the Jaguar in a minute. But I'm at 1650, I've done a little drive around and just a little look around 1650, the main station, and see what's going on here. Quite a bit. It's interseason, quiet, but stuff happening. As the snow recedes higher, you see the bottom slopes almost devoid of all the snow. Still quite a bit at the top there, still quite a bit around Crete, but not really skiable. It'll be very crystally and soft. And the Buselec mountain behind. Now, one addition here recently is this guy. Massive crane set up for the works set up below. Just a thought occurred to me, they got the guy up there driving it. That's his commute to work, these staircases. Up there in the morning or whatever, down for lunch, back up in the afternoon. Yeah. So there's quite a lot going on. I'll come back to this in a second as well. Basically, all the shops, bars and stuff closed. The pharmacy, I'm led to believe, is open. The chemist is open a couple of mornings a week. And apart from that, not a lot going on. So a few preparations. They've got the pump track set up for the bikes and stuff for summer. I'm led to believe that a couple of weeks' time we'll have weekend opening for mountain biking. Although I'll verify that as well. I'll come back to some stuff up here as well, because I'm going to have to walk up that way, I think. A fair bit, the concrete slabs and stuff that's been delivered, sitting, waiting around, these things too. All the metal grillings and stuff. So there's obviously a lot more to go on. This dug down into a massive hole just beyond the fencing here. And it took them a while to actually reach ground level. But they're working away in that just now. And see if I can get the info on this here. The car kind of covered up all the stuff, because they use these metal barriers to do the advertising and explain what's going on with it all. So some interesting stuff. Here we have Les-Orres 1800 and all the new stuff that's been done there as well. I've done videos on that in the past. Just up behind the departure zone, departure station for the Peak Vert lift, we also have the Jungle Adventure. Where are we? Yeah, up there. Zooming in, so a bit shaky. And I'm hearing a lot of noise from up there. I'm hearing voices and stuff like that, Zip-Wire sounds and things. Now, I've been invited up there a couple of times and I've never really been up there, so let's suss out exactly how to get there. It's not that clear, but I think the best way is probably for me to go up the side here or go up the side there, and then I can cross over where the chairlift is and arrive up there. There's definitely people up there anyway, and what's going on is probably just a private school group that they've opened up for or something. So let's go up and check it out. So just heading up the side of the luge on rail, the sledge thing on rails. One person out here in a fitness thing running about. The only thing that's open here off season this time round is a little restaurant called Les Moufles, and I've never been in there. I've been at there during a World Cup event where all the stuff was happening on the terrace next to it, but be interesting to go in there for lunch or something sometime. They've already set up the bike wash facility down the side there, so a lot of stuff for the bikes for summer ready to go. And we've got one of the main lifts here as well, the the Prolongis, sorry. And there's a challenge for the camera. I noticed that these wires are kind of hanging down quite a bit, and a couple of weeks ago I did see a helicopter hanging around, flying around, And you can see that there's no wheels on there for the wires, so they're away for servicing, and the best way of them detaching stuff like that is they basically take them off and helicopter them out and hang the wires on the supports for it. In the meantime, it doesn't get used at all, so that's obviously getting prepared for summer as well. And in coming days there should be helicopters coming back, or a helicopter coming back to finish the job and put them back on. Another item where they utilise the name Les-Orres, an English sort of thing, and this is the Tyrolien Express. Goes up quite a bit up here, and I've never been on this one. I've been on loads of these, including the highest one in Europe. Debatable in Europe, it was in Switzerland, but it was up at Glacier 3000 up behind Gstaad. One of the highest ones, with an 800 metre drop off the final two bends. This one a little bit more sedate, but still an exciting one to do. So I'll go on up the back here and see what I can find. Quick view check while I'm on my way up as well. Beautiful day today, midday. It's about 20 degrees, nice and warm today. A few puffy clouds over some of the mountains, but doesn't look like any risk of storm. He says hopefully not. Famous last words. So yeah, definitely people moving around up here. Let's go and have a wee look. I think I'm going to have to go off-piste to get there. So just next to and above the peak where it left, and you can see more of what's going on here. Very, very big operation, big building, and all the support cabins and whatnot. There's a few things, I don't know, there's a skiing mat there, I don't know why that's there, maybe it's getting shifted somewhere. One of these mobile carpets, usually for the little ones. And yeah, the old crane there, that boy's just sitting up there. What a life. I wonder if he's watching me. I wonder if I wave at him with all my shakiness. Let's see if he waves back. Bit shaky. Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, soon be heading for lunch. It's just before 12. Just gets more interesting as we go up. The last few bends of the luge and rails, and the one behind here, the straight one, that's where it gets lifted up. It goes up, it engages something, pulls you up, and then you come round all the bends and tunnels and whatnot, the place where you're supposed to be braking. So needless to say, a couple of dogs around as well. I like to have dogs in my videos. I think these guys have probably been running about something daft with all these guys, but I'll do a quick tour around while these guys are at lunch. I don't want to go filming the college people, so just have a look and see what's what with all this. Just beyond here is a rally track for remote controlled 4x4 vehicles. I'll be doing a video on that in the summer as well. We can see things up here where you're coming through these wires. As I say, I've done loads of these before. You come through these little sort of tunnel things, and then, yeah, I think it's left to right, being honest. These little walkways where you've got to walk on the cords. And of course there's always the safety wire attached as well. So I think this is probably the start point. There will be different levels, difficulty, some for the not so talented climbers and stuff, and all the information boards up the back there. Maybe have a little look at that on the way out. But after these you have to go along some squiggly planks and then up here. I did hear zip wires going as well earlier, so let's take a little walk up here and see. Beautiful little place, beautiful spot in the forest, especially at this time of year. All the snow's gone, everything's green, and this is one of the easy ones for the youngsters, the very youngsters, and all the way through the forest here, all this stuff set up for them. Not sure how the light's doing for me with the camera here, but you see, you can wander these logs, little hut thing, hanging stuff, whatever. I'll do more on this. I'll actually do a tour of it, actually doing it in the summer. And of course for the very littles, we've got a little play hut thing there as well. Right, so this college group has left, having deposed all their safety gear, harnesses, and yeah, so I'm going to head away down. This is just a quick tour. As I say, in the summer I'm going to be doing a lot of activities and doing videos on them as well. See what happens in the summer here, as opposed to actually just watching from a distance, actually doing stuff down below just for a go and just noticing. I've never been to this place either, and all the tracks and stuff set up for these remote control 4x4s, not for the Jaguar. Okay, so before I go, all this group's gone. The guys are just stopping for the lunch, so I don't really want to disturb them. I'm not going up the back there with the notices, because the same notices are behind the camera here, right in front of me. So I'll finish up with a quick look at all that stuff, just the information boards. Thanks for watching. So the main board here, and it explains the various levels of attack on the wires. You can come off them anytime you want, go back on them, go on another one, whatever. Normally they're guided as well, just from a safety factor, make sure everyone's doing everything okay. That's the job I used to do when I was in Switzerland, and you can see all the pictures, images and stuff. Pretty advertisement on what goes on. There's paintball here, airsoft, which who knows. There's standard here, who knows. I'll need to translate this stuff, or maybe you could do that yourselves and comment below. Alright, so this is the way in, way out. Not the way that I came, but still, whatever. And this is the area ahead where they do this remote control Land Rovers and stuff. Quite an interesting spot. As I say, I've never been up there. So in summer there's going to be that, there's going to be the high wires thing. This is a zip wire just ahead over, just a little short one, but there is the main Tyrolien wire in the station as well, and I will be doing that this time round. I've done a few of them around the Alps already, but I'm not here. So I was just chatting away with the guy that runs it, and yeah, we'll set up with a few cameras and stuff. So a little walk through the forest here to go away. A little bit more scenic and easier than the way I came in. So just on the way past, I'll have a little nosy in on this 4x4 track. Jump, presumably, I don't know. You've got all these things. It's really set up really nice. I'm going to have to do that sometime. Bonjour. Bonjour. Yeah, definitely has to be done. So I haven't snaked my way back out of there. It was definitely a shorter route I took up. Another board here at the entrance to the path that heads up, showing all the info on both the Jungle Adventure and the Scale Adventure, which is the, yeah, that stuff. So interesting. I'm going to do a lot more of this stuff this summer. Most of the time I've just done stuff. I had visitors coming up here, they've done it, I've filmed them or whatever. I'm going to do it myself. So this has gone very quiet, lunchtime, and I'll do more on this as it progresses as well. Not really much to see here just now. Bonjour, ça va? Another mate of mine with a dog. This being a Friday as well, they're probably just wrapping things up for the week. Maybe they'd be working the weekends as well, I'm not too sure, because they'll be pressing on. The work's stopped for winter for obvious reasons, too many people about, the cold, the snow and stuff. So just zooming in on the side of this, that's the panel I was looking for before. That's what's going to be ended up with. As I head back into the parking, which is free just now, off season, with quite a few vehicles about, people working, people who live here, visitors, and we've got the Saxo here. Major decision on the Saxo in that I did a few videos ago, I did a video where I got the car ready for sale. I've decided not to sell it now. I had a couple of offers, but nothing really that I wanted to take up on. Still, it's not a case of that I'm planning not to sell it. I'm just not going to advertise it. If someone wants it, they give me the right money, they'll get it. Until then, it's worth what I'm asking for to me. And really, if I keep it going, it's like I've just bought another car, but it's not going to cost me anything. It's not going to cost me anything to insure it because it's already insured. It's already got a full tank of petrol. It's fully cleaned up, looking very, very good. And the inside of the car all spruced up, tidied up, cleaned up. Just to the right here on the way out of the station, a restaurant that used to be called Les-Orres, again using the word or, but it's now called La Crêperie, and that's open at lunch times as well. As you can see, a few folks sitting around. It's 12:30 now, and that's it, just a couple of them just to keep people fed during the week at lunchtime. So I'll head away now. I'm going to go up for my lunch, back up to 1800. New Prébois lift, all the chairs parked up, some more parked up in the arrival point up the top there. And they're redoing the car park down here as well. I think this is going to get tarmacked, it's all prepared for it. And of course, not to forget, the views. The mountain opposite there, and we've got Lopion just coming into view straight ahead of us here as well. Still a bit of snow on there, that's north facing that slope, so that snow will stick around for most of the next few weeks. Bit of cloud, angry crowd looking above it, oh well. But yeah, so far the weather's staying good. And this is the car park place, and up here where people park up for going walking up that part and walking up all the forest and stuff.